Two grown men have never seen The Simpsons. It's America's barley basket.
I could see you in a different life, maybe, or in some manner of part-time life. I could see you as a fucking bus driver. You got fucking bus driver energy.
Yeah.
You cast off bus driver vibes.
Just, yeah, the stress of it would bother me, but I could see that. I could
see you building up a callus to all the hollering and shit.
Yeah.
And just fucking, I could see you taking on a, like, yeah, I'm going to coast through this light. They'll stop. What are they going to hit a school bus?
An animal hits a school bus.
Right.
I could definitely see. I know some schools, like systems, are Gucci enough. They have a bus aide. There's a lady on there that's dealing the pain.
A sheriff?
Yeah, like a bus sheriff. Yeah. And I'll just be your bus deputy driving the bus from point A to point B.
Huh.
Man, the nightmare of driving those buses, though, in the winter in North Dakota.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure it sucks.
Just fucking tipping a bus on its side. Or I remember having it, like, maybe did for you, too, but, like, at least, oh, my God, 4 times a winter, we'd be fucking buses taking forever. And then another bus would show up. And it'd just be a confused-looking bus driver. It's like, yeah, your bus got stuck. We're going to pick you up and go pick those kids up. Like, I remember that was always weird. Like, ooh, a new bus.
Ooh.
Exactly the same.
This one doesn't have a dick carved into this seat.
It's a swastika. That's fun. I think I've talked about that. Hadn't been riding that bus when we had just moved, so I went into a different bus. And one of the older kids walks on the bus with a Freddy Krueger glove. Mm-hmm. It's like, this is what we live in the worst part of town, apparently. There are kids cosplaying as a child murderer.
Every once in a while, our school bus would apparently be broken down or wouldn't start in the morning or something. So our bus driver would show up in their fucking family Suburban and take everybody to school. That's how few kids were on our bus route. Like, we got the third row seating, so we can get everybody.
Stack them up.
Gonna be a little tight.
Kindergartners sit on the high school kids' laps.
Mm-hmm. We didn't have to do that. We had few enough. We could have easily rode a short bus to school and had a long bus. We had a proper bus.
The way we disregarded laws about seatbelts when I was a kid,
there
were times my mom or one of my aunts was probably committing a felony. You have 7 kids in the back seat of a car. There's 2 adults in the front. One's holding a baby. Both of you are smoking.
Yep. Nobody's got a seatbelt on.
Because we're not going to Minot. Seatbelts are for when you drive to Minot only.
I remember those times. Like, a seatbelt used to be, you wore it to prevent getting a ticket. It was never worn for safety. It was always like, I guess better put this fucking
just
thing
pulling
on.
it across you if a cop was behind you. Why not just buckle it?
Yep. Or just looping an arm through so it's like, God damn it, just put it on.
My mom is not a lazy parent either, but we never, ever wore a seatbelt unless we were on the highway going somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know why, but just culturally, it wasn't as big of a deal.
No, it wasn't. Like, oh, whatever.
And also, I bet putting a 10-year-old in a seatbelt's a fucking pain in the ass because they're fucking fighting it. I do remember being a little kid, being skinny. What a time that was. Sliding underneath. And now I'm on the floorboards now. Who knows what I can get up to? Just seeing an adult hand reaching for you.
Hey, get back. You're dodging it. Oh,
yeah.
Oh.
A little quicker than that. Then the hand reaches from the top and you're not ready for that. Oh, no. I've been foiled.
God, what a nightmare kid you must have been. Just a little shit.
Get back in that seat. I was a good kid. There was not one adult in my life that wouldn't have said I was a good kid.
Well, sure, you weren't like setting the dog on fire or anything.
80% of the other kids were. I witnessed terrors and horrors from the age 18 months on. Just watching the most insane shit happen. This feral children eating the siding off a trailer house. Little termite boys.
That'd be an alarming thing to
Watching
see.
a chubby pair of twins try to start a dog on fire. they seem like they're having fun. The dog is clearly traumatized.
Holy fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, if I would have grown up in a big city with like in a nice neighborhood, I'm sure I would have been just a fucking run-of-the-mill kid. But
yeah, like that's what I'm saying. You weren't like a trouble kid, but you were a little shit.
yeah, but
you know?
everyone was a trouble. Yeah.
I bet your folks would rather have a little shit than a trouble kid. But
and I was one, if I got hollered at, I'd stop. I had other
sure.
fucking cousins. That just meant the game was afoot. It's like that was like the firing of a gun to start a race. Mom hollering. I'm gonna throw a purse out the window. What? Yeah, I was a scared boy when things would escalate. Like, oh no! Just keep in mind, I'm not your kid. A lot of that, please. Don't come in here fucking swinging haymakers. Your fucking asshole son just started a comforter on fire. Oh my God.
Man, as a little kid, there was nothing more uncomfortable than sitting off to the side while the kid who's having the sleepover gets chewed out by his parents.
Holy
or
fuck.
A cousin or whatever, you know, like being on the outskirts of an ass chewing and having to just sit there because you can't leave your child.
Just like, I remember the whole time I'd be like indignant, like, you goddamn fucking slobs. There's strangers in your house
you
right
got
now.
Company
you gotta
right now.
put on airs until I'm out of here.
Yeah.
I will give my parents that. Mm-hmm. They wouldn't have pulled that shit. There would have been a look like, you know what you've done. This isn't over.
That one's going on the scoreboard right now.
Your buddy's leaving eventually. Mm-hmm. Then this is just going to fester inside me. And I'm going to overreact once they're gone.
Yeah, sitting in the recliner while the kid is on the couch catching hell. Just like, hey, don't forget Marlon's here.
I remember being with a kid, like when you meet a new kid, you're like, oh, I wonder how things work in their house. Watching him just walk into the house, keep his shoes on, walk into the fridge, pull out a pop, doesn't ask mom, just crack a Coke, call his mom by her first name. Sup, Debbie? And her not even flinching.
And you're just like, what is happening?
I'm going to hit your kid. Someone needs to start hitting kids around here. I can't remember who it was, like it matters, but being like 12 or 11 and my buddy, whichever friend it was, had a teenage sister and she called her mom a bitch. And I was like,
ooh, boy.
I'm going to watch your dad kill one of his kids today. And nothing seemed to happen except the mom cried a bunch.
Oh, boy.
Like I was tense for 48 hours after that. Like that girl's not going to make it through the weekend. But nope, she just kept calling her mom a bitch for the next 3 years.
Ugh.
I hate you, you bitch.
You're just,
just watching that mom calmly load a revolver. What am I going to do? Going to call me a bitch? Holy fuck, yeah. Yeah. Despite what this podcast made, I was a good boy. I think you were just the best boy.
I was the best boy. You're not wrong.
So much of that though has to be not having siblings. Like I bet I would have been you, maybe with a shittier attention span if I would have grown up in your surroundings. Because I was a kid who could be perfectly content alone, not causing trouble
Yep.
with some books.
Yep. Being quiet.
Yep. I was very, especially if I could be engaged with something. Yeah.
Sure.
Because I was that kid when I went to my grandma's, because I was the oldest grandkid. And I was the fucking apple of their eye because I didn't fucking start shit on fire or fucking let a stray dog in the house at night. I had a cousin. She did that. There was a dog barking and she felt sad. Grandma wakes up, there's a giant dog in the house.
That's terrifying.
Yeah, right.
If you're not ready for it. Coming out of sleep, just, whoa, what? Oh, God.
There's a dog in your bedroom that wasn't there.
Cujo. No, when I think of, at least this is how I'm remembering it, which I'm sure isn't fucking accurate.
Yeah.
But when I think of being a child, I envision like just me in a chair with my hands on my knees, just kind of just maybe like doing a little hum to myself, just not causing any trouble, minding my own business.
Now imagine if there was a slightly smaller version of you with bad breath, with their face 8 inches away from the side, just mouth breathing at you, hours at a time.
But they should just not do that.
Yeah.
They should go get their own chair.
Mom is not in the room. You are forced to deal
Mom
with
shouldn't
this.
have to be in the room.
Street justice is in charge now. You're going to push him over. He's going to start screaming because, of course, he does. Then Mom's in there. Now Mom's swinging. I told you, kids. If I didn't have that, I would have been so fucking placid.
Yeah, I don't get siblings. I don't understand.
I think an interesting phenomenon. I didn't have this. The kid that was maybe a whoopsie, and he's fucking you being like 7 with an 18-year-old's brother. Such a
Yeah.
weird thing
Yeah.
to me, like
A whoopsie doodle.
Yeah.
Got one past the goalie.
like I bet it's kind of dope in a way because he ain't gonna punt you like a football. That's like going to jail. There's too big of an age
you guys
gap.
aren't going to physically fight.
Yeah, because I do remember seeing that with some trash families. It's like, oh, fucking 14-year-olds beating up a 5-year-old. Like, this is against protocol.
You can't be Irish whipping this 5-year-old through your picture window.
If it's an accident, fine. But that was premeditated.
I saw you get the good wind up
Yeah.
for it.
There was some pageantry involved.
No, never understood.
Yeah.
Because when I think of being a kid, it's just feet kicking. I'm sitting on a steel chair for some reason. We never had one of those.
Yeah.
That's how I picture it.
Just waiting for bed. It's 9 a.m.
Exactly. Yeah. Just my homework is done. Everything's room is clean.
Do you remember having homework?
All the time.
That's even as a little kid.
Yeah.
God, we never had homework.
I remember having homework every day of my life. And again, that's probably not real. But the way I remember it, we had homework all the time.
I feel like some school systems are that way. I don't think I ever had homework until junior high. And that's part of why my grades went to shit. I was like, I'm not going to do this. This is for school. I'm not doing school at home.
I'm not at school, so
Yeah.
I'm not doing school stuff.
Yeah. You won't let me watch TV in school like I do at home.
Right.
Therefore, never the two shall meet.
You've got the logic down. It's
Yeah.
sound logic.
But boy, like, yeah, I know so many kids that a big, like, having stress about getting their homework done was like, oh, I got so much homework. Oh, I hated how much homework I had. Like, really? Like, just, I don't. We probably had it. I just didn't do it.
Maybe that's it.
My grades suffered as a result. I remember having that thought, like, oh, I didn't do what I was supposed to do. I got a bad grade, and yet the world isn't falling around. The cops aren't here,
Which is a terrible lesson to teach a young Nathan.
Yep. It's like, this truly doesn't matter. I could just never do this. What a good lesson to learn.
Oh, boy.
As a teacher, when they could see that light go off in your eyes, like,
Wait a minute.
he is checked out.
I I didn't do that book report, and no one has hurt me.
Yeah. The principal isn't here.
Right. Yep.
There's no school board member holding a paddle. That's just not going to happen.
I think I always had the attitude of like, no, if you get a C, they round you up with the other C getters and put you on trains, and we never see you again. I think that's how I looked at school.
The re-education camps.
Yep, exactly. They give you striped pajamas, and no one ever sees you ever again.
It was around that same time where the math teacher, saw me with a Cracked magazine and kicked me out of advanced math. I'm like, oh, this doesn't. All my buddies are in this other math. Thank you.
Now I can read all the cracked I want in this shithead math.
With the dum-dum math. Okay, one more time. How many hamburgers are on the board? There's 3 giant hamburger pictures. Everyone's scratching the sides of their head. Do what now? How many hamburgers?
Fuck you. From the back of the class.
You're a hamburger. Woo! Don't get him, Jesse. Then one kid starts making a dirt bike noise. Now they're all making dirt bike noises. One down, 5 up. Teachers just smoking at their desk. Reading a romance novel.
Holy shit. Being a teacher and having a room full of students making dirt bike sounds. Fuck, what do I do?
And then across the hall are all the upper level math kids all just studiously looking at their books.
Yep. Synchronized calculator sounds.
Do you make them show their work? You got to be out of your fucking mind.
One of them tried to show his asshole. Yeah. That's the kind of classroom I have.
I do all their homework the day before it's due, so the state doesn't come.
Because is that what you want? You want the state to come?
Yeah. These childs deserve to be left behind.
You want those kids actually taking the standardized tests? Yeah. Here's the secret. I've been doing them. I've been doing them at home.
Do we want a third of the kids in the school to get F minuses?
You know what that'll do to our funding? Half of us are out of jobs. Yeah. They'll bulldoze this fucking school. Let it return to the earth.
Yeah. That's really. I'm old enough. I wasn't there for No Child Left Behind. Like them just expending countless resources to get complete Neanderthals through high school. Yeah. It's like, is this worth it?
That would have been, what, 2000-ish?
Yeah, it was a George Bush Jr. thing. Yeah. I don't think I've ever heard one educator say
a good thing about No Child Left Behind. Yeah.
Some kids just shouldn't finish high school.
Nothing is for everyone.
Yeah. They should have the opportunity. I ain't saying they should.
Sure.
It's like if you smell bad, you shouldn't just be told to leave.
Right.
Like stinky kids can turn it around. So can the dum-dums. But if it ain't for them, it ain't for them. You know? Like
you should do everything you can to reach them.
You know, like if it's at a point where your aide is just doing your homework for you because you can't read, are you doing the kid a favor?
Right.
He's just going to go out in the world with a diploma and can't fucking read. Mm-hmm. You know? Like, oh, man. I don't want to brag. I can read my fucking tight little ass off.
Can you imagine being in your late 30s, early 40s and not being able to read?
Imagine going to a Jersey Mike's for the first time and just like, whoof. Ooh, boy. What are we doing here?
At least the sandwiches got pictures.
Yeah.
You can point.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
Can I get a... You get a Italian, I don't know that one.
Suey embers? You mean cucumbers? Yes. Yes, cucumbers.
Holy moly.
Delicious. I will take them. I am not illiterate.
That's trying to keep it under wraps like it's not real.
I read well.
I think I blew right through that YLD sign.
Yeah. Yeah. God, what a life. Just everything's everything's a puzzle. Everything's a magic eye that you're just staring at as hard as you can, as if that'll help.
You don't know. You just know the shapes. The pointy triangle one. The red octagon one. You don't know the word for octagon.
Yeah.
You just think it's a circle with corners.
Yeah. I remember being a little kid and being flummoxed by reading. Like picking up one of my mom's books and just like, what the fuck's happening here? This makes no sense. There's no pictures. I feel like you're getting cheated here.
I don't remember that. Yeah, I don't have much for young memory though.
Oh, really? I think I'm weird that way. I can remember quite a ways back.
Yeah, I think life starts at about 5 or 6 in my brain, and even then it's pretty sparse. It doesn't. Yeah. It takes a while for that diesel to warm up before I'm remembering full things in my teens.
I can definitely remember before kindergarten, but not much before. So like age 4, I got some memories from then.
I remember the big stuff. Like I remember getting a puppy for my 5th birthday. Like that I remember. Yeah. You know, but outside of that, nothing really peaked. Yeah. Nothing made the needle jump that hard to remember.
I remember the first day of kindergarten. I remember being kind of scared and kind of sad, but like wasn't going to cry, but tried to talk my mom into hanging out. You just maybe see what it's like, hang out with us. No, this is for you. And then though, like getting over it, and then like 3 days later, there'd still be some kids crying every day, and just holding my nose up at these children. Like, get a hold of yourself. Have you no dignity,
Have
sir?
Have some goddamn decorum. You're using decorum at 5. I don't remember that first day of kindergarten. I remember getting on the bus, though. The huge bus with one kid on it. The bus driver's kid. Because I was the first stop.
Yeah.
Outside of the bus driver's kids. And there was one. Jason Wingenbach was the one child on a huge full-size bus.
Amazing.
And he's sitting about 3/4 of the way back on the left side. And I got my little backpack, and I'm hopping on up the stairs. Bye, Mom. And saying hi to the bus driver. And then walking, with confidence, walking down all the way down the aisle and sitting next to Jason. There's room for 84 students on this bus, and I just plop down next to him and just hi, new friend.
I'm a little boy,
and he's fucking 4 years older than I am. And to his credit, he just. Oh, hi. Didn't like he could. That was a fork in the road moment of my life. My naivete was greeted with kindness.
It's so insane.
Had it been greeted with violence, I would be a completely different person.
So I don't know, maybe it was mother's intuition. My mom didn't make me ride the bus for like the first week or so of kindergarten, because I think if I would have had to do it right away, I would have demanded to quit school.
Oh, yeah. You couldn't have handled it.
The first time Bus 9 pulled up in the trailer park, it was like you could hear Welcome to the Jungle starting, and it's just building. And when that bus door flew open, it was like fucking one of the fucking rings of hell, like screaming and gyrating and barfing, and everyone's sick. It's just gross. It's way too hot.
One of these kids has a crossbow.
Yeah. So it was, and I think I've maybe talked about it. You got on. We were one of the last kids. We were in a trailer park on the edge of town.
Sure,
so we were one of the last kids. And as a little kid, you had a choice: sit on the fucking bus steps that are muddy and gross, or sit with this weirdo kid named Danny. Many a time, I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's see what Danny's up to. Little boy Nathan would sit. Never seemed to be weird. I don't know what was going on with Danny. Maybe there's some hideous past we don't know about. It's not. Danny wasn't like 17 either. Danny was probably in the 3rd grade or 2nd grade.
Okay, you don't know the Danny
He was
lore.
just this little pale kid with brown hair that just sat to himself, and you didn't want Danny germs or something. I think 'cause germs were a big thing.
Yeah, totally.
And just like I'll risk getting contaminated. I guess I should ask a kid that age, why was he a fucking leper to you guys?
Well, at that age, it was some nothing thing that he was then stigmatized forever.
Yeah.
Like, we had two of those kids in my class. You didn't want to be friends with Amy or Matthew. Those were, and I think it was because they were the kindergartners crying way too late to still be crying.
Stuck with them into high school.
Yeah, one of them wet themselves in 1st grade and had to wear sweatpants the rest of the day and never recovered from it.
God, I forgot about fucking schoolroom piss haps. That was a thing. God, that is a memory that just like the teacher like ushering a kid out of class real quick. Oh, I wonder what that was about. And then they'd come back with different pants or something, or they'd be gone for like an hour. Their mom would have to bring them pants. I never had a piss hap. I had a mud puddle fucking accident.
Is this poop?
What's that? Oh no, I'm in a literal mud puddle, not like a name for a runny shit.
That's what I thought.
Oh, really?
That's genuinely what I thought.
I remember when you're like, oh God, to be this fit, when you're just getting that good momentum on a swing going, you're almost getting fucking parallel with the fucking bar. I was doing that. I was going to try to flip off and land a dismount. Fucking got hooked up in the chain, so I didn't make it up. Ate shit, face planted in like a half a foot deep mud puddle. So I'm like choking on mud water. I'm wrecked. I'm hurt. I'm just bawling and screaming. My mom, she has a life. She has a job. Gets a call from a frantic teacher's aide. Like, your son's all fucked up. Bring him everything. She can hear me wailing in the background. So she's like, I was late for work to begin with. I'm hauling ass, bringing some clothes, hit a dog and kill it. Right? It's like my mom's the worst day of her life. All of this, I couldn't get you to quit crying, and then I had to go to work. I had to go cook fucking hash browns at a bowling alley diner for 9 hours. Make fucking curly fries for gross bowlers.
Being a parent is so bonkers.
Yeah.
Hit a dog on the way to school.
I think she said she didn't even, she couldn't stop. She's like, I gotta get this kid some shit. What's me stopping?
Late for work.
That dog is clearly dead.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. Well, we've been having a lot of laughs about piss haps, as we often do on this podcast.
Did we have piss haps?
Yeah,
Sure. Yeah,
yeah.
we did.
Yeah, there's been some piss shenanigans. Piss shenanigans, they can be tragic, but often they're fun. Good times with piss haps.
Well-natured piss haps, yeah. Some of yours are nightmares, by which I mean some of the ones that are on this show, because I don't have any piss hap stories to tell.
Oh,
You're always the one.
We got to do some kind of deep fucking hypnose you or something. Your brains pushed them down. Yeah. But I just recently, within the last week, have had the darker, more nefarious sibling of the piss hap.
Oh boy.
Shit hap.
Oh no. God damn it.
I was.
Why does this always happen to you?
Because I make poor choices.
What is wrong with your body?
And I think I was betrayed on this one. I don't think I made a bad choice. Well, maybe I did, but
let us
let the listener decide. It was coming back from Fargo to the cities. I do that all the time.
Okay.
I was like, you know what? I'm hungry, but like not meal hungry. And if I eat at one more gas station, I'm going to hang myself in a men's room.
So you've got the snackies, but you don't want to. You don't want gas stations.
I don't want a fucking cold microwave sandwich. Well, in essence, that's what I'm getting. I'm just not doing the microwaving. So I'm in the suburbs, almost into the Twin Cities proper, where the interstate's split. I'm like, you know what? Right here at this exit, right off the interstate, there's a little White Castle. There's never a long wait. White Castle, not a bad spot, especially for like the burgers are so little.
You just get a couple.
Yep,
Just a little snackies.
That's exactly what I did. Two little burgers, fucking $2.70 or $4.75. I got the little doubles.
Sure.
Little doubles. Sweet little treat.
Little doubles, something to drink.
Yep. Oh yeah, I got a beverage too.
Fries?
Nope.
Just a couple little sandwiches.
Yeah, I was like, the fries would be overkill. That's how not hungry I am.
Right.
Yep.
Okay.
So
I get it.
And the woman tried to sell me on the fries. Say, hey man, you can get the combo here. I'm like, hey, I get what you're saying. That it makes sense, but we're not in that world right now.
I don't want fries.
Yep. And I get my stuff, have a couple sippy sips, good fountain soda. You get a good pop at a White Castle.
Okay.
And then ate the little burgers. I'm like, oh, it was fine. It was the right amount of food. Felt perfectly fine.
Oh, I am like bracing myself for where this goes.
I went over to a buddy's house. I can't remember what. I helped somebody with something, like a little chore. Hey, I need a hand lifting this thing into something.
Sure.
Like, did that, hung out there. I was like, and I borrowed a car, so I had to get an Uber home. That's what it was. And I'm just sitting. It was a longer Uber, too. This was in St. Paul. I got to go to the Twin Cities. So like a 20-minute Uber ride. Mm-hmm. The 3-minute mark, I get this feeling like, did you eat raw chicken meat? What is happening inside you right now? And it hits me and it won't stop. It's like, it's wave after wave, but there's no, and I'm like, what is happening in my body right now? It was like demanding to be vacated ASAP. It's like, and I'm like, oh, what the fuck? And then I'm so cold, but I'm sweating profusely. Like, what is happening right now? And I look into the rear. I'm in the back seat. It's an Uber. That man is staring at me like a sea hag fucking stumbled out of the fucking murky depths.
He thinks you're turning into a vampire.
Like I'm there to collect a fucking, his great grandmother put his soul up for auction or something. I'm here to collect. He was nearly trembling, and he's like, "Your sweating is too hot." And I'm like, "Brother, I didn't say that." That's why I said I'm fine, thank you. But I'm like, there's nothing you can do in this earthly realm besides being cool with me shitting my pants in the back of your very nice Honda Pilot. And I'm like, brother, you cannot shit in an Uber. They will just blackball you from it.
What a pep talk!
You need to be able to take Ubers in this country.
You will, if you shit in this Uber, you're gonna be a Lyft boy from now on.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to just accept that me and Uber have to part ways. So I have my body is convulsing. Like I'm hunched over enough so I think he didn't notice it, but like my torso is like shaking. I'm like, it's just cramping up. It's all cramps.
You look like a guy in a gangster movie getting shot.
Yeah. Unbelievable. So I'm just like, brother, and he took the wrong way. I mean, he didn't take the wrong way, but he didn't take the right way, if that makes sense.
Took the long way.
So you just added 90 seconds that we do not have. You do not realize this. You should be speeding right now.
We cannot afford this delay.
Yeah. And we got there. It was so touch and go at that point. I know it took me 90 seconds to leave the vehicle from when it went to park. I had to move each piece of me individually because if I got ahead of myself, I'd be shitting everywhere. He had to have been so confused by what was happening. Like
the amount of care.
This is the most delicate man. Door opens, one leg moves, another leg moves, one shoulder shifts forward.
It's like when they have to move a house on a trailer.
Yeah. You can't get ahead of yourself.
Can't be in a hurry.
It's like I was held up by a ton of handyman jacks. And to be very careful. And then when the rubber hits the road in a shit your pants scenario like this, because I've been in a couple, it's the dismount. It's like you have your feet outside, but they're barely touching the ground. You got to go for that leap of faith where you can get upright. And I stood there like you had to do a fucking diagnostic check. Like, am I currently shitting? Is shit leaving my body right now? And mercifully it wasn't. So I shut the door, said goodbye to Muhammad. I shut the door. I went upstairs, realized I hadn't tipped. So he got a tip from me while I was shitting myself inside out. shaking from the fucking food poisoning so bad.
Made it, though.
Made
it to the can.
We made it. I took
Wait, your bathroom's up some stairs.
two fucking flights of stairs.
Oh, you made it all the way up to your
I
bathroom.
couldn't do the middle one because I don't like the toilet paper there. I knew this was going to be a fucking 12-round match. You know, what's the ounce of prevention, pound of cure, whatever it is.
Get me dealing with the guest bathroom.
Oh, I made that. I was like, I stood in front of it. Nope, you got this. You can one more hill to climb, and you can. And then I'm in my bedroom too, so if I need a good cry, I'm right there. I shit myself to exhaustion. Did a Sudoku on the toilet. Got up, cleaned myself off. I went downstairs. I think I was going to make some toast or something that was very...
Something to settle, yeah.
That fucking toast didn't hit the toast. That bread was not in the... And I had to shit again. It was insane. It was... I couldn't believe it. We were knocking plaque off the walls of my colon from the fucking first Bush administration. Vintage dumps. Like, I couldn't believe it. Like, I know what I ate today. I know what I've ate in the last 48 hours. These mounds are 7 times bigger than what I've ate in the last week. And that wasn't it. I took 4 Goliath life-altering, pants-fit different shits in a fucking 2-hour span. I couldn't. The last one was a lot of fucking tooting, a lot of fucking butt rap, a lot of butt a lot of fucking Louis Armstrong. But holy moly.
Oh, God.
I was like, you have a nice little Sunday night, you know, maybe cook some dinner later, fucking watch a movie. Nope. Gassed. Felt like I'd been playing pickup basketball all day. Like, fucking knock-kneed, shaky. Like, holy moly. That was fucking wild.
Last one had a Transformer action figure gun in it. When did I swallow that?
What year was that?
1986.
They discontinued those Transformers in the mid-'80s. I didn't buy any vintage shit.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, what a fucking traumatic experience.
Did you wake up feeling better? Like, did you get a rush? Did like endorphins rush in to replace the exhaustion eventually, and you had a pep in your step after it?
Yeah, I think the
or
next
were you
day
just wounded?
No, the next day I was perfectly fine. Yeah, I think I slept like an angel. You know, you always sleep better when you work, and that was a fucking workout. I bet I could have done 200 crunches and my abs would have gotten less of a workout than just from it vibrating like a Caribbean steel drum in the back of some poor immigrant's Uber car. Like, think of,
Nathan's body sounds like a Sepultura album.
if I can't make it and I shit everywhere in that guy's car. Okay. I've driven Uber. I know how it works.
Let's play what if. Yep.
You get about a $200 fine because you got to pay for the car being cleaned plus the guy's wages lost.
Yeah.
Some shits can't be cleaned. There is no auto detailer that could remove the haunting aroma of what that dump would have been like. That dump was pure liquid. It would have gotten so deep into the subframe.
Yeah.
You would have.
Yeah, throw the whole car away.
That car needs a chemical dip. You need to go to a fucking GM auto plant. Have a fucking like from fucking Who Framed Roger Rabbit, dip it into a fucking 55-gallon
That
drum.
car is screaming the whole time.
He's never able to use that car for Uber again. He's got payments on it. It was a nice new vehicle. I could have ruined that man's life. He did nothing wrong. He just did his job. He was going above and beyond. He was working on a Sunday, you know? Boy.
Oh, man.
Yeah. If you tell the people you love that you love them, because you never know when calamity can strike at any time.
All this from 2 little White Castle burgers.
2 fucking 1.5 inch by 2 inch by 2 inch. Let's be fair. They are little though. I mean, they fucking sell them in a 10-pack. You know
Right.
that ain't for the family. That's for a fat, sad man eating 10 fucking burgers on his own. Like, Jesus, I bet that's a day when you order the fucking banquet fucking thing. Like, Like, or when you start ordering family meals at fucking KFC.
KFC is what I think of right away. Yeah.
Oof. Or stories of people like ordering delivery Chinese, like 4 sets of silverware here.
That's the test. Like when you order Chinese food, see how many fortune cookies they throw in there, because that's how many people they think are going to eat this.
That's a bummer.
I have been real sad getting Chinese food delivered.
Ever more than 3?
Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely.
An unopened bag. 30 fortune cookies.
It's still in the food supply company packaging.
Nash Finch bag.
Yep. The other day I was feeling I was very hungry, and B, I had a real fuck it, nothing matters attitude, and I did the worst thing that you can do during moments of feeling like that, which is I went to Taco Bell.
Oh boy.
18 and change was the total.
Oof, like the Skid Row song.
That's a lot. That's a lot of Taco Bell for one person. You spend $19 at Taco Bell, you got too much Taco Bell. I got the big bag.
It's got handles on it.
Yeah, like the one they give you when you order the quesadilla, and they need a big flat surface at the bottom. But I didn't have a quesadilla.
Oh no!
I ordered so much Taco Bell that I felt self-conscious and ordered a second drink to throw them off.
Which you promptly drank.
Which I also drank.
Can you give us a rundown of what was on this order?
There was some cheesy roll-ups. I think 3 cheesy roll-ups, because I love cheesy roll-ups. And listen, cheesy roll-ups are a side. God. They're little.
What is with you and ordering 3 of things at the drive-thru? That's bold. I don't think I'd dare. I'd be scared. I don't want the teens to laugh at me.
It's just cheese and a tortilla. There's nothing wrong with ordering.
There's a stigma. So you got the 3 cheesy roll-ups.
3 cheesy roll-ups. There was a cheesy beef crunch burrito.
That's a very good deal on that.
Yep. It's on their cheapo menu.
Yeah.
And a Crunchwrap Supreme.
Okay.
And a large Baja Blast and a large Diet Pepsi. Just to again, I had to throw them off. I had ordered so much food that I was like, you need to.
That doesn't seem that bad to me the more I think about it. So 3 cheesy roll-ups, that's problematic, but we...
I don't understand why that's a problem.
The beefy cheesy
burrito thing.
Yep. And then...
And a Crunchwrap Supreme. But those are entree items.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I've never had a Crunchwrap Supreme, but now that you say that, yeah, they
I mean, they're big. They're like a salad plate.
Yeah. So I mean, you're doing double duty.
That's too
there.
much food.
Yeah.
That's too much Taco Bell.
That's a lot of flour.
Yes.
A lot of tortilla.
It's a lot of cheese. Is what it is.
That's good cheese, though, I'm sure, at Taco Bell.
Yeah.
What percentage of that cheese is dairy based?
40?
Yeah.
Tops?
Oh boy. I've been a lot of cardboard.
Yeah, like I kind of it kind of got away from me. I was like, and one of those. Oh, yeah, and one of those. And I like had to put the brakes on, like, and 2 drinks, because this is definitely for 2 people.
Holy fuck. How often do they hear that? You telling me, or are you telling yourself? Is there going to be a friend in that car, sir? No.
I'm picking up for somebody back at the office. I'm wearing a sleeveless flannel shirt and basketball shorts.
Are you
Sir,
lying
you
to
are
me,
not
son?
taking this to an office. This won't survive your ride home, will it?
Not so much.
It did not. I don't understand why my cheesy roll-ups get fucking judgment out
So
of you.
you're eating Taco Bell driving.
Yeah, you can eat all those. All those items I just described are drivable eating.
Aren't you slathering them in Taco Bell sauce?
No, you can't because you're driving.
Oh, man, you're missing the best part of it.
Listen, I like hot sauce as much as the next guy, but it's not such an integral thing that I can't imagine not eating it without hot sauce.
We need you to embrace the more leisurely pace of life where you treat yourself. You sit in a parking lot, you slather things in sauces, You have the radio on, the window cracked. You're watching the dregs of society pull up to a Taco Bell. You're watching pure sadness, but you're enjoying your treats. Nice little break, a little siesta in the day.
No, especially when you're having a fast food drive-through situation, this is just get this in me so I can move on with my day. Like I'm not, if I'm eating fucking fast food, I'm not here to like partake in the experience. It's just fucking whatever. Just get it in and move on. Like I want to be done eating when I pull into my garage so I can do something else.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, I have eaten so many fucking Burger King meals and jewelry store parking lots because that's the closest parking lot. I've done that. I've ate a lot at Bed Bath & Beyond on 42nd Street like a lunatic. Just sitting on a Sunday afternoon, the only car in a giant parking lot, just crushing an original chicken Sammy.
Like if I'm like at a sit down place or like having good food, I'll relish in it. I'll make conversation and eat slowly and really take it all in. But fucking Taco Bell, just if this were a pill, I would rather do that.
We have a mutual acquaintance that not only does he not eat while driving, he doesn't eat in the car. Every fast food meal he eats, he parks and goes inside and orders and sits down. That to me,
that's crazy behavior.
Yeah, like just sitting down in those hard plastic, fucking nothing moves. It's all meant to survive a tornado.
It's all meant to be able to fucking pressure wash out. Yeah.
After a fat man explodes.
those are booths made to shit in. Is what they are.
Holy shit, that's how the sales guys push it.
Yep.
He's like, nope, I don't like to eat in my car. It makes a mess. I don't want to rush. You got all the extra ketchup. That makes sense.
I know a guy who is all for like, when I go to McDonald's, I go inside because I want 11 ketchup cups.
Yep, the idea.
And I want to sit and enjoy myself.
I wonder how many times in my life I have sat down in a Wendy's. 2? I can't picture what the inside of a Wendy's looks like.
I definitely have because like that one on 13th has that like sunroom in it that's kind of nice.
Oh, you're right. I forget about that.
Go to that one. Treat yourself. Go to the sunroom Wendy's.
Fucking laid out like an elephant seal.
Bring a book. Lay on the chaise lounge and eat a Baconator.
They do come by and hose you off. Thank you.
Thanks.
I needed that.
Can I get more chili?
I have never had a bowl of Wendy's chili.
Me neither. I've always heard it's good, but I never have.
Fucking people, that's been a staple of their fucking. Wendy's has chili. Has always been their one. Hey, we're different than McDonald's in this way.
I've always heard of it floated in like healthy alternatives to fast food conversations. Like, hey, the Wendy's chili. If you're gonna eat at Wendy's, that's the thing you should order.
Yeah, like this isn't healthy, but it's far better than anything else on this menu.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck does Burger King have that differentiates them? Oh, the little onion rings, I guess. Hey, you can get onion rings.
Those are terrible.
Oh boy, are they ever.
That's coming from me who loves onion rings. Yeah. Those are terrible.
And I like a trash ring. I want a more crumbly diner style.
I prefer a battered one, but they're not good. And the BK's got that long chicken sandwich that sucks.
Yeah, they leaned into chicken harder than McDonald's did.
Chicken fries.
Yeah. Different kinds of chicken sandwiches because, they do have like a more traditional round deep-fried chicken thing,
That fucking long chicken sandwich that everybody loves is so terrible. No.
It's got to be fresh because them motherfucker things age quick. The bread, if you get it with a fresh bun, sometimes
nothing's fresh at Burger King.
Fresh-ish, I guess would be the way to put it. The key is you got to get an extra mayo packet so you can get it good and wet.
Oh,
you get a wet base.
I don't like the face you're making.
Oh yeah, I'm just picturing it now. All laid open. Buns spread. Let me apply my white paste. All of this being said inside a Burger King.
Like, that chicken patty is so thin and so dry, and the breading is like cat litter consistency. The breading is A, there's too much of it. B, it's like too crunchy. And then they put an entire head of lettuce on that fucking
too much.
thing.
I often pick off
Jesus
60% of the lettuce. And would anyone be shocked if we found out there's technically not any chicken?
There is no chicken in that chicken sandwich.
I think there's chicken byproduct.
There's chicken parts.
Yeah, there's a lot of beak.
Mechanically separated.
Yeah, a lot of
chicken knobs.
Shin skin.
Yeah.
The things that clog the grate get put into the original chicken sandwich.
Yeah. Oh, get the scoop shovel. We got another order of chicken paste for the fucking Burger King.
God, yeah, the people that work in that factory have PTSD.
Oh, totally.
The things they've seen done to chickens. They did the math. They can save a penny a sandwich if they don't pluck the feathers first.
Oh, God. It's just feathers. Yeah. It's ground feathers.
Oh, I just recently had it. Get an order of chicken wings. There's a few fucking feather bones sticking out.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Always bugs me.
Like that. I'm not jazzed about it, but I'm happy to know it's real chicken.
Yeah, that is a good point.
So there's worse things to find in your chicken.
Yeah, you know what you don't find chicken feathers on? McNuggets.
Right. Yep.
Those animals haven't had feathers for quite some time. Holy. I bet they're breeding chickens so they don't have feathers.
Oh, yeah. They're just smooth like scrotum skin on the outside.
Think of that.
You know those hairless cats that people have? Now imagine it as a chicken.
Big, fat, titted up chickens.
Mm-hmm. All breasts.
My God, yeah. Chickens are supposed to look like pigeons.
Uh-huh.
That's what we've done to chickens.
We've done terrible things to chickens.
The things we've done to chickens. Holy moly, yeah.
Part of the reason, I don't eat a lot of chicken. A, I don't prefer it just flavor-wise and whatnot. B, I don't like preparing it at home because, chicken breasts they're terrible now. They're stringy. They're so fibrous. The meat in there is so fibrous, and this end of the chicken breast is 4 inches thick, and this end is 1/4 of an inch thick, so nothing cooks evenly. I don't like it. And the other thing is, chickens, the animal, gross me out.
Oh, really?
Especially when I think of them in terms of factory farming. Yeah. They're just up to their chin in chicken shit and just, covered in sores.
Yeah. But cute little chicken scuba gear on them so they can stay alive. You could just clean the chicken shit, guys.
And I'm not saying that, enormous beef factory farming is somehow delightful.
Yeah.
But it's less gross to me.
Those cows aren't smiling.
Exactly.
I see. I get it.
There's something about there's enough of a height difference between the shit and where the meat starts on cattle, where I'm like, this is fine.
Yeah. Chickens are pretty low rider animals.
Yeah, they're low to the ground.
Give me all your tortured birds. Fucking chicken, turkey. I eat a lot of turkey.
I don't care for turkey either. Also, I don't think turkey's very good. I think turkey's a fucking filler garbage meat.
Oh, God, I love turkey.
I think turkey's a lesser meat.
Yeah. I mean, when compared to pork or beef, it's
totally.
this is turkey bacon. It's just as good.
No, it's not.
It's not.
It's not.
Why would you say that? You're just setting it up to fail. Be like, hey, this kind of sucks, but it's infinitely better for you than bacon. Okay.
Be honest. If you wrote that on the package of turkey bacon, listen, this isn't very good, but it's so much better for you.
Picturing that episode of Mad Men. Your product sucks.
It's terrible. And everyone knows it.
The good product kills people.
Yep.
Ever watch Mad Men?
No, I never have. I think I started once fucking years ago and got 4 episodes in and was so bored.
Oh, really?
Out of my mind bored that I was like, I can't do this.
I've been watching it tertiarily, if I'm using that word right, through a fucking roommate who's watching it, which is the worst way to watch a show.
Yes.
Because now I have plot points, but if I ever sat down to watch it, I know how this is eventually going to end. She's going to marry the astronaut or whatever fucking
you have mild spoilers, but you don't know everything.
Yep, exactly.
You know, that's the way to live.
Yeah, I've done that a handful of times with shows. Like, well, guess I'm never gonna watch this. Is what this means.
I've only seen the last 10 minutes of The Usual Suspects, so I'll never watch The Usual Suspects.
No shit.
Yeah.
Like on YouTube or something.
No, I was like on like USA. I was waiting for Raw to start or something, and I was in the dorms and sat down with a buddy gonna watch wrestling. He's like, "Oh, you're just in time for the end of The Usual Suspects," and I was like, "Oh, right on." And we watched it, and like it's rolling credits, and you're waiting for Raw to start.
Yeah.
And it's just like. He's like, God, I love that movie. I was like, I've never seen it. He was so appalled because he was a film nerd, like a big film geek. He's like, oh, no, why did you say something?
That is certainly a movie you could just not watch.
Right,
now.
and I won't. I will continue to not watch The Usual Suspects.
That is a movie where if you're watching the whole way through, that ending comes out of nowhere.
Oh, fuck, yeah.
Like I think I've talked about on here. I was in line to get tickets to see The Sixth Sense.
Yep.
And the fucking shit when he fucking finds out he's a fucking ghost, fucking tits. Like, I'm fucking
man.
Why?
But yeah, I've started Mad Men and didn't get very far. Oh. Which I should give it another shot because people claim it's so fucking great. And to be fair, I had to do that twice with Breaking Bad. I watched the first season of Breaking Bad 3 times before I finally decided to stick with it. I was so fucking bored
I got
by that
sucked
first
in
season
pretty
of Breaking Bad.
I got pretty quick at Breaking Bad.
Just like, this guy's a fucking dud, and this Pinkman is so fucking unlikable, and I'm not watching this.
Sopranos, I was sucked in right away. I think a lot of people are. That show starts off pretty hot.
Yeah.
It is a different show right away.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. A better show.
Yeah. I think it's I think it's the best show ever made, so clearly I like the product.
I made it 3 seasons in before I was like, this is becoming work.
Oh, really? Oh, my God.
It's so fucking dramatic. I like the first season where we crack some jokes here and there.
If I could lobotomize myself so I could forget I watched it and watch it again,
I encourage you to try this.
That's a service that if you offered it, you would make money.
Oh, 100%.
Some people are so obsessed with prestige TV right now.
Uh-huh.
Like
anything.
Man. Just watch The Wire from the beginning.
Anyone's like, I want to play BioShock 1 again, and I can't go back. Like, yeah, there's, that's a service that people would pay for. Aren't we pitching Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind?
A little lower stakes.
Yeah. Yes.
You forget your wife. Now you forget where the warp whistles are in Mario 3.
Just watching a grown man who has played this game before find a warp.
Yeah.
You guys!
If you push down on the white blocks, you fall through.
You go into the background. Guys, you're not going to believe this. Get in here.
Almost fucking lost my mind the first time I did that. This is insane.
I think I knew that trick because it's in The Wizard. Isn't it in The Wizard?
Is it? Yeah.
Because, that's the debut of that game is at the end of The Wizard.
I definitely saw The Wizard way after the fact. So,
okay. Yeah, and I think he does that in the game.
There are a few things that have brought me more unbridled joy in my life than Mario 3, and that's a bummer. That's sad. You know what most people's answer to that is? My children.
My spouse.
Yeah. Nope. Mario
My
3.
career.
Yeah. Nope. When you fucking are flying around with Raccoon Mario and you just discover something cool up in the clouds, fuck, that's dope.
For me, that's where I started to lose. Like, I'm someone who I would rather play Mario 1 than Mario 3. And that's lunacy, you know? And it was that kind of shit. Ooh, secret exits to the stage and shit. It's like, lost the fucking purity? You run from left to right, you jump on heads, and that's the game,
Bowser shoots hammers out of his head.
You jump on the switch, which releases the bridge, and that's the game. I do like 3. For me, I really fell off the ship at World then. Because World is filled with there's 4 different exits to this ghost house. Fuck you. How about that? Go find the switch and then come back to this level, and now all the blocks are here. No.
Oh, yeah, that was a big part of Super Mario World.
Yeah.
You're flipping the exclamation point things.
Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of forgot about that. You got that, and you got fucking Hammer Brothers wearing football helmets.
Yeah, yeah. Like the straightforward levels in that game, like I love the donut plains section. As soon as I get to the first ghost house, I'm like, I want to play something else.
No shit. Yeah. I haven't played it in 25 fucking years.
First time you get the cape, it's like, this is bullshit. Yeah. Oh, I can fly now.
I remember thinking the cape was too powerful. Like,
I remember thinking it's like hard, like I'm not good at it. Like,
the rhythm of doing that coasting thing,
of the gliding thing, and then sometimes you can do a spin jump, and that'll kill some, but not others. And you can
spin jump too.
Bounce on fucking spinies with it.
Seems unfair.
It's like I don't know what I'm doing.
Making this too easy. And isn't it too? If you just hold down, your momentum builds, and you hit the ground like a weapon. Like it's a
no idea.
Yeah, like a POW going off, I think.
Yeah, I've never spent a ton of time with Super Mario World.
I think that needs to change.
Think so?
Yep.
Is this the new podcast?
Yeah. You dive in it. God, and eventually, I think that's one of those games too where the end isn't the end. You open up some other final world after you beat Bowser.
Yeah, there's like the special world or whatever. I've seen it because I used to live with a guy who like knew that game by heart and would just fly through all that shit.
Yeah, cool game, and still just doesn't hold a place in my heart like Mario 3 does.
I maintain I also didn't own Mario 3. So I think that if I'd have grown up with those games and still been a kid when I'm playing Super Mario World for the first time, I'd probably love it. But the Mario games I had were 1 and 2. So the Mario games I love are 1 and 2.
Funny, you didn't have 3 for as late to the Nintendo game as you were.
No, didn't have it.
2, you buy new? Or did you find it somewhere?
No idea. I maybe traded for it or something. But
Mario 2 has its charms.
Absolutely. Mario 2 is great.
A fun game. Weird as fuck.
Yeah, absolutely.
Why am I Toad right now?
Because I need to dig through this sand faster.
Only World 2 does it get used.
Absolutely. Other than that, it's Princess all day.
Sits on the show. One world, you need Luigi if you want to get the warp.
Get up to shit. Yeah.
Mario, absolute dud.
Oh, yeah.
Why?
You never play as Mario.
Yeah. Why would anyone?
The music in that game is so fucking good.
Oh, I can't even think of the music in it.
Bum, ba-dum, bum. Nope, that's 3. I'm losing it. Shit. I knew it was in there.
That was your fucking.
Ooh, I got a nosebleed. Like, oh fuck.
Designing a play in the last seconds of a basketball game. We just need one more, Marlon. Don't worry, coach. I got this.
Oh God.
Then there's like a real hot, like a real quick, like syncopated when you're at a final boss.
Yeah.
It's like dun, 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 something like that, kind of like that. Yeah. This is riveting podcasting right now. Maybe they'll sing the Contra music.
Listen to 2 middle-aged men half remember video game music.
One has gout.
You're all gouted up today. How you doing
I'm just
over
been
there?
Sitting here feeling my toe get hot. It's never what you want your toe to do.
Just getting warmer and warmer.
Oh my God.
Which toe is it? Big one?
Big one.
Oh.
Almost always is. I think
bummer.
that's like 90% of gout cases.
Can't be like
toe.
your ring toe, like a useless one.
Yeah.
It's got to be the game winner.
Oof, yeah. Like I could feel it getting warmer, which is never fucking good.
Do we think this is also White Castle related?
Fuck. Could it be an aftershock? Jesus Christ. I hope
Tremor?
not. I don't know. Yeah, man. I've been gout free for fucking 5-6 years now. It's barking. Still not there. I mean, we couldn't do this podcast.
Right, because you are out of bed.
I would be trapped in a bed. I'd be pissing in a Gatorade jar right now. If any of you sons of bitches want to judge me, get gout once. You'll be pissing in jugs.
Shitting in a 9x9 brownie
Oh,
pan.
shitting's the worst. Shitting is, you'll just hold it in until you get sick.
Just shut it down.
Yep, I cannot shit. Shitting's off the table for the next 48 hours. I never thought, your body, I think, almost realizes it.
Like just, nope,
yep.
everybody.
There's something's on fire in this body, so we're not shitting for a while.
Not till we get to the bottom of this.
Well, your fucking bladder plays by its own rules, so it's fucking not a real team player.
Bladder's the wild card.
Yeah. It's like, I can either piss this bad or piss in a jug.
Oh man.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Boy. Yeah.
Certainly you got some manner of like medication for a break in case of emergency, the way I have Xanax laying around. Like, hey, if it ever gets real bad, pop one of these.
Yeah, but it barely does anything. It's like one of the original painkillers in a pill form that they give. It's basically the gout medicine. And like, I guess for some people it does fine, but I take the maximum amount they list and it basically just makes me kind of groggy. So it just like, now my foot's in agony, but I also am nauseous.
Now my foot's in agony, but I don't care. Like it's one of because there's two types of pain meds, right? One blocks the pain and the other makes you not care.
You're in pain. Yeah.
One is for the pain, one's for the brain.
I think the one I'm talking about,
pretty good marketing line I just came up with that you just let fly by.
Hey man, I got some fucking PTSD right now. I was just thinking about like what that pill does let you do is fucking maybe get to sleep.
Sure.
Because like when it's really bad, you can't even fucking sleep because like it's always hurting. And if someone in the next apartment farts, you'll it'll move your toe a fraction of an inch and you'll be in agony.
All the gravy needles all come out.
Maybe I shouldn't have made all those rich roux out of the tripe squeezins.
Oh, tripe squeezins. It's pretty tough.
Thick, delicious roux. Am I pronouncing that right?
Roux, yeah. Holy shit.
Don't throw those gizzards away.
Just dumping cornstarch into liquid beef tallow and just smeared it in your gums.
Pour it down my gullet. And while we're on the subject, bring me more sheep gullet.
Hand me my gravy enema.
Boiled sheep gullet, delicious. So decadent.
Sultan Nathan.
Throwing the rest of the cow away, only eating the organs.
More kidneys.
More eyeball. He's a bit of cow kidneys big. Like a football.
Pretty big, yeah.
I never thought of that. Kidneys, they get used in food?
Sure, yeah.
Really?
Listen, man, you can eat anything in there.
Aren't they piss filters?
Sure. Yeah. You eat the balls, Nathan.
I've never have.
Oh, they're good.
It's
not like something I crave or anything, but yeah, they're good.
Like, how are they cooked? Fried?
Fried, yeah.
Really?
Kind of smash them into like a fritter almost, like
really?
a crab cake.
Like fucking chicken parm.
Sure, yeah.
Pound them nards.
Yep, pound them nards.
What a life.
They're extremely soft. People who have texture troubles wouldn't like them. Like they're real airy. They're real like a soft, like a
deep fried mushroom.
I was about to say like a deep fried
okay.
mushroom, not as juicy. Deep fried mushrooms always have like 4 ounces of water inside every little breading bit.
Getting that hot mushroom water is a mouthful of that.
It's a bummer. I love deep fried mushrooms, but that's a bummer.
Yeah. Guys got to poke them with a fucking, I don't know, like some
toothpick.
Yeah, thank you. And just drain out the fucking.
Gotta drain mushrooms first.
Leaving that puddle on the table. They know what it is. This hot mushroom water.
Sure is.
Suck it.
Oh.
They do.
emptying it all in a glass and taking it as
Oh,
a shot
yeah.
after.
It's like a frat fucking hazing
It's my
thing.
mushroom chaser.
Yeah. This is how I start a Friday night. How wet are these mushrooms? Get the fuck out of
Get
here.
out of this cafe.
You bring off sale in here?
That's a baller move. Walk into a small town cafe at 11 a.m. with a box of beer.
Fucking peach schnapps. Yeah, just cracking a beer like it's a totally normal thing would be wild.
Yeah.
Excuse me?
Saying hi to everybody.
Yeah. I'm going to buy a pop, too. I'm not a jerk.
Morning, everybody.
Oh, yeah. Can't make it to lunch without that first beer.
What kind of pie you got today as you're cracking open that peach schnapps?
Oh, God. Eating a fresh piece of fucking apple pie, chasing it with room temp fucking peppermint schnapps.
Ugh, that's no way to live.
The palate cleanser.
Sir, get the fuck out of here.
We're going to comp your meal if you never come back. We got to wrap this up so you can get in the bath.
I do. I got to scrub it up.
It's Saturday. Saturday's bath day.
Saturday is not bath day.
Ooh, take Saturdays off.
Man, me in a bathtub.
I'm picturing it exactly like in the movie Arthur. You have like a top hat and a giant bath. You're having the time of your life drinking champagne.
If I get in the bathtub, I can fit a half a cup of water in that bathtub.
It is I'm taking a lot of dry baths. Taking a chinchilla bath.
Dirt bathing.
Ooh, how terrifying would that be?
Just rolling. You got a wallow, just rolling in a dry wallow like a horse.
You walk into my bedroom, flip the lights out. You look down at your feet. You're kicking sand around like Nathan. You hear some shuffling in the dark.
Just skittering.
Me spinning, somersaulting in fine sand. That'd throw up a lot of sand. My body's 80% mud flather. Fucking sand flying everywhere.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. We lost containment. I repeat. He's out of his room.
The biscuits are out of the tube. I repeat, the biscuits are out of the tube.
Gary Busey and his crew from Predator 2 are outside in a van. Go to infrared.
Oh,
Chinchilla boy must be captured alive. Non-lethal rounds only.
They're beanbagging you, just boom, boom, barely even slowing you down.
Yeah. Look at him run on all
Tufts
fours.
of sand flying off with each beanbag hit.
Me running on all fours fast would be terrifying.
Be like how you don't realize how fast a moose is
Yeah,
till you see him run. Like, oh, fuck.
Or watching an old cow run fast. I bet
Yeah.
that's terrifying. Like, God damn it, I forget.
Shoot you with the net gun.
Yeah. Now I want to watch Predator 2.
I've never seen Predator.
Oh, my goodness. You treat yourself.
I've heard why bother. So you look at me as if I just slapped your mother.
Yeah,
I've never once heard someone say a good word about Predator 2.
Really? I just recently heard someone say that we both know Predator 2 is the best Predator, and that is incorrect.
That can't be
But
correct.
It is a very good movie. Yeah, Predator 2, very good.
It's Predator in the city, right?
Yep.
It's Crocodile Dundee, but Predator.
Yep, pretty much.
Sure, yeah.
Predator gets some new cool shit. Got a web gun. He's got a spear now. Cool stuff.
All right.
Yeah.
Listen, I believe you.
Why am I trying to sell you on a 34-year-old movie?
Sorry, Gary Busey and Danny Glover as action stars.
Yeah. And Danny Glover is right for that role.
Yeah.
Yep, he does a good job. Like, he's got a fucking flying frisbee covered in razor blades now. So not Danny Glover, the Predator.
I was gonna say, Danny Glover has a
But he's like a street cop.
goddamn frisbee glaive.
Hey, listen, Detective Jenkins, we're out of our standard issue 9mm, so we found this alien frisbee. Be careful, you could kill yourself and a dozen civilians.
You ever see Kroll? You like that glaive? Well, we got you one.
Holy shit, if any meeting at work begins with, have you ever seen Kroll? Our high school library had a paperback adaptation of the movie
novelization of Kroll.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
That fucker was beat up, so someone was reading it.
Phew.
Oh boy!
Welcome, by the way, to episode 202 of America's Barley Basket. Right at the wire, we got it in.
Did it?
I'm gonna
bath time.
Yep, I'm gonna go scrub up and go tell jokes. And
I'm gonna make sure you do a good job.
Are you all ready? I'm sorry.
You can just take pictures.
You're also telling jokes somewhere else. Are you scrubbed? Are you ready to rock?
I'm all scrubbed up.
Okay.
I'm all scrubbed up. It's as good as it's gonna get.
As good as you can be.
Yeah.
Good as you can hope for.
Yeah. When you're playing on an away game, it's tough. I don't think I'm ever truly as clean as I am when I'm at home.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you can hunch over, get digging deep.
Oh, my God.
You lay all the towels on the floor and roll around.
That is some of the worst
So
phrasing.
many fans on my wet body.
Digging deep.
Water coming from every direction. Not even ready for it half the time.
Yuck.
Holy shit. I wish I would have just been quiet there so we could end it on that yuck. Clean that up in post.
I'll see what I can do for you. And we'll everybody have fun. We'll talk to you next week.
Bye, everybody.